Hi YouTube, it's Andrew from moneymental.co.uk here, the website dedicated to money and mental health issues. Today I am coming at you with a eBay sales update where I'll just show you a few selection of items that I sold on eBay last week. I'll tell you how much I paid for the item, where I got it from, how much I sold it for, and the rough kind of profit I got on it, and hopefully it'll give you some ideas of the kind of things to look out for and pick up yourself when you're out and about sourcing for stock. Main focus on this one will be on retail arbitrage stuff, because that's largely what I sold last week, so do pay attention if you're interested in getting into the retail arbitrage, because hopefully it'll give you some good pointers. Okay, so we'll go on to the first item, which is not retail arbitrage actually, and I've said that, but yeah, this is a Spartan Total Warrior PS2 game. Now I buy bundles of games, about 50 at a time, for £5 from a local house clearance store, so that works out as about 10 pence a game, and I sell them, and most of them are sort of low value stuff like this. This is £2.99 plus £2 postage, so £4.99 in all. I see about £2.50 profit on it. But if you take that £2.50 profit and multiply it 50 times, then you can work out very quickly why I do pick up these bundles. Because yeah, it might take a couple of hours in an afternoon to get all 50 items listed, but the profit that I make is really good in it. And to be honest, you know, I'll pick up 50 games. I always check they're complete. They've got the manuals, the games, discs are in good condition, etc. So it might take 20 or 30 minutes just to check through a couple hundred games in the store, just to make sure they meet my standards. But yeah, I get them. Say most of the games are sort of low value. They sell for about £2.99 plus postage. But you know, I'll say 5, maybe 6, 7 of those games are worth more than double that, or sometimes a lot more. So you know, I can easily clear £100 profit just from these games alone. So I go there once a month, I pick them up, I'll spend an afternoon picking them up, listing the games, getting them put on there. They don't always sell on the first round. Sometimes they can take, you know, 2-3 months to sell, but I usually I'm into profit as soon as, you know, the second game is sold, really. So, well, from game number 3, unless I've had a couple of the higher value ones sell earlier on, of course. So they're really good, bread and butter item for me, make me good profit. I know I've had a bit of criticism from people for, you know, why are you only going for £2.50 sort of profit. Well, that's why, really. Okay, so let's move on to the next item, and this is the start of the retail arbitrage. I think I might have featured this in my last video, so apologies if you're seeing it again, but I just wanted to emphasise the point that you can pick up things like this in the Boots 70% off sale when that happens in January time, and you can sell it for more than Boots are charging. This cost £3.75 in the Boots store. The price they were asking for it originally was £12.50, and I've sold 4 of these for, you know, I think so, 1 for 10, but the rest were about £14.99 each, including shipping. So making a good sort of £6, maybe £7 profit on those. So they've been a nice little earner for me. Definitely worth checking out the Boots 70% off sale. You can get stuff in when they're at 50% as well, but I always wait until the 70% off and then pick up a load of stock. Still got a bit more stuff from that sale to sell, but it'll all go eventually, and it'll all make me a decent profit. And then this, another piece of retail arbitrage, Stranger Things, Hawkins High School water bottle. I was fully expecting this to hang around until the next series of Stranger Things comes on Netflix, but I thought I'd list it anyway. It cost me £3.60 in the Debenhams 70% off sale, which is another great sale to check out. So yeah, it cost £3.60. Listed it for £14.99. I thought that'd give me a nice profit. And then they actually had an offer on it for £10 from somebody. So I went back to them and said, look, the lowest I'm going to go is £12. If you're happy with that, you can have it. If not, I'm happy to sit on it until the next series comes out. But the buyer was quite happy to pay £12, so I sold it on. Not a huge profit, probably about £2 or £3 profit, but it brought me my money back in quickly, and it gave me some more money to reinvest, so I'm quite happy with that. Next, not retail arbitrage. This was just a charity shop pickup. Copy of Darkstone Reigns, Evil Reigns on PC CD-ROM. I've included this because this cost me £2 for a charity shop, and the going rate on it was about £8 or £9 for this big box edition. But because I list with international shipping on my games, and most people don't, I actually was able to sell this abroad for quite a decent profit. So I charged postage on top, so it says free postage there, but actually because the buyer was from abroad, they had to pay the full cost of postage to sending it across, so it didn't cost me anything to post. I think maybe about 50p or £1 on postage, and then of course the game itself made me nearly £10 worth of profit as well. So overall £10 worth of profit on a game that if I'd stuck to a UK only listing, hadn't offered that international shipping on it, would have made me, you know, maybe £2 profit. So just a good thing to consider there. I only offer international shipping to the EU as well. Things might change with that post Brexit, we shall see, but yeah, definitely something to consider. There is the GSP, the Global Shipping Programme, of course, but it doesn't cover all things. It doesn't cover games, for example, so I offer my sort of alternative international shipping there. Okay, next, back to the retail arbitrage. Another pickup for Debenhams, these Play School Heroes Marvel action figures. We got sort of Captain America and Falcon. This is the sort of box. Again, picked these up about roughly the £4 mark in the Debenhams 70% off sale. Listed them high at £16.99. Knew I'd only get about £13, maybe £14. Had an offer come in a few days of listing for £14, so accepted it. It made me sort of double my money back basically, so you know, I'm happy with that kind of return on investment. Spend £1, get £2 back sort of thing, or in this case spend £4, get £8 back. I think a lot of companies would kill for that kind of profit margin, so I'm happy with that. Next, these Wrangler Stone men's jeans. I had these for ages, and it just weren't selling. I picked them up. They were 99p or £1 in a charity shop, which is sadly now closed because they did all their men's clothes for £1 and they were brilliant. But yeah, they've gone, possibly because they did all the men's clothes for £1. I don't know. So yeah, I had these for ages. They weren't selling. I think the quality of the pictures just wasn't good enough, really. I've now got a better camera, and I'm going to change sort of how I present the jeans and such like for pictures as well. Still going to stick with the flat lay method, because I haven't really got any choice in that regard for trousers. But maybe I'll just drape them about a bit and, you know, have a play and see if we can get some better images up there, because these actually sold on an offer of £10 in the end, which £1 into 10 with free shipping probably made me about £4 or £5 profit on it, which again is a great margin, but I should have got at least £15 of these, if not more. They really were in great condition as well. So yeah, a shame not to make more on it, but good to get the profit, get the sale out the door, and move on to bigger and better things. And then here, back to the retail arbitrage. You can see I've sold out of these XLS medical fat binders. I picked them up in B&M, I say B&M then, it's not B&M, in Home Bargains for £7.99, and I sell them at £16.99 a pop. I flat packed them, and I do mention on the listing that they go flat packed. I had to work on flat pack to save on postage costs, so they go as a Royal Mail large letter. These 30 sachet packets are £1.26 to post, because they weigh about 115 grams or something like that, so they're over the 100 gram limit. Smaller packs you can get go obviously for 79p, but perhaps don't sell as well and give such a good margin. But yeah, the market's flooded with these. They're up for sale for £9.99 each from loads of sellers. But yeah, I always sell mine at £16.99, which gives me a nice sort of £5 profit after fees and such like, which I'm happy with. Yes, it's not doubling my money, which is what I normally aim for, but the sell-through rate on them is quite good. I've got another bunch at the minute which I've just sold out as well, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, why do my listings sell at $16.99 when the people sell at $9.99? Well, I do promote the listings, but only by 1%. And I also, eBay recommends at least 3 pictures, so that's what I do, even though it's the same picture. That apparently helps push you up the ranks a bit compared to other people who only got 1 or 2. And obviously I give a full description of the product that's buying, and eBay likes a description that's packed out like that. So yeah, there's loads of stuff in there. It's all from the manufacturer's description. It's not my own words. It's just literally the stuff that's on the back of the box. Yeah, so that's all packed in there, and that just seems to help it push it up the listings, so it becomes like the first thing that people see. Obviously I've got a few keywords in there, but they're not the best words, to be honest. But yeah, packing out that listing description, including 3 photos, just seems to help it sell. So maybe a couple of tips there to help you with your sales. This charity shop pickup, I've only included it because it was in one of my charity shop haul videos. I think I paid £1.40 or £1.60 for it. Sold on an offer, but the offer was £9, so I was happy to accept that. You know, it doubled its money for me, which was fine. I wasn't expecting huge amounts on it. I just knew it was something that would sell quickly, because these books do sell quickly, and I would double my money on it. Had some shelfware, etc., which I think, yeah, I've tried to indicate that in the pictures, but it's difficult to come up. But yeah, they declared that in the listing as well, and you know, the buyers had it for a while, and I think they left positive feedback, so they seemed happy with it. This one, another item that I picked up from an eBay snipe. This was, I use an eBay sniping tool called Gixen, Gixen, to pick up my stuff. I tend to focus on stuff that's local pickup only and snipe on that. So this was up for £1.40 starting bid, local pickup, and yeah, I put into the sniping tool about a limit of about £3.32, because you know, I only like to pay £1 or £2 for stuff like this. And yeah, it went for the maiden bid of £1.40 that the tool put in for me, so that was really good. I'll try and show you the pictures of it, but sometimes it plays up. But yeah, it included all these accessories and everything with it, which is why I thought it'd be a good thing to go on. I had it listed for a while. It cost £1.40, as I say. Accepted an offer on it for £20 because that made a decent margin, but it was an absolute nightmare to pack it because it's so tall. So finding a box that would accommodate it but still stayed within the dimensions of a medium parcel was quite a challenge, but I got there in the end. I shipped it with Hermes Print in Store, which was £2.95. So you know, cost just the £3 to ship it, so it made me about £13 profit in the end because my packaging was all free and whatever. But for the amount of time I had to spend sort of packaging up and everything, I think in the future, yes, these things are a great pickup and I'll pick them up again, but I'll sell them on the Facebook Marketplace. Might only get £15 for it, but actually that would still give me the same, or possibly more, well, probably about the same level of profit as I got selling it on eBay. It might take a bit longer to sell, but it will sell. Kids go mad for My Little Pony stuff, so lesson learned there for me. But the buyers had it, they're fine with what they got, you know, so yeah, just Facebook Marketplace in the future. This, another great piece of retail arbitrage. I've been selling these at £19.99 each, making over £10 profit on them. They cost £3.90 in a Devon and 70% off sale. I'm running a 10% off markdown at the minute on my stock, just because I want to clear some stuff before the start of the new financial year now. So this is now in, this last one I've got is now in the 10% off sale, so that'll sell fairly soon as well. Won't get me the full £19.99 probably, but £17.99 still represents a good margin. This one though that you're seeing sold for £19.99, so maybe about £10.50 profit. So really pleased with these. Worth looking out for these sort of large 12-inch action hero figures, sort of Marvel, Doctor Who ones, have you seen? Star Wars ones don't seem to do as well. I've got a pack of Star Wars ones that I'm trying to sell, that have been trying to sell for ages. They'll probably end up going in Q4, to be honest, now. But that's fine, you know. They can sit in their box for a while. But yeah, the Marvel ones and the Doctor Who ones seem to do quite well, so worth looking out for. If you can get them for £3-4, you can definitely get at least 15 for them. As long as they're new, of course, and sealed. And then this, another piece of retail arbitrage, pick up from Primark. I can't. Oh, that's a picture of the label. I was thinking I'd taken a picture of something on there. Didn't follow my own advice and use more than one picture on this one. Didn't take a picture of the back or anything. I think I listed this quite late at night and I was just tired. Yeah, probably because of that I didn't get the full £14.99 asking price. I think I got £11 in the end on offer. It cost me £3 in Primark, in the Primark sale, 50% off. People have been buying these for £6 and selling them for £14.99. I bought it for free and sold it for 11, which is fine. It doubles me money, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, definitely should take more pictures, so in the future I'll learn from that. And then here you can see this is all in German. Why is it in German? Well, I was watching one of Sahir Malik's videos the other week, and he was talking about something he used called Web Interpret, which takes your listings that you've got on eBay UK, and if you've got, I think, a featured store such as I have or above, and you've got international shipping, postage options on your listings, and I'm not talking about GSP there, then it will take your listings and convert them into different languages, and it will list them on things like eBay Germany, eBay France, etc. for you. It doesn't cost anything, and it's just a route to possibly generate some extra sales for you. So this one went on to eBay Germany, and it sold for €28, which is about £24 roughly. It cost me £2. Obviously it cost a few pounds to ship it to Germany, but I still made nearly, I think probably around a roughly £13 profit on these. So that Web Interpret, it cost me nothing. All I had to do was sign up to it. It took a few minutes to sign up to it, and it's already made its money for me. It's made £13 for me. Even if I get no more sales for it ever again, those few minutes I spent signing up for it have proved effective. And I think actually I may have had another sale on it since, but yeah. So really happy with that. Good advice from Sahir there. This, another charity shop pickup. I do always include the stock photo of the item, and then pictures of the games itself, the actual item itself, just because those stock photos are what Music Magpie etc. use, and you know, if I'm selling something that's costly and I'm selling it for a higher price than Music Magpie, which I will do, I'd rather have a professional looking listing for buyers to click on, and obviously still photos of the item they're gonna get. So I think that Music Magpie were probably selling this game for about £10 or something like that. But I don't even bother trying to compete with sellers like Music Magpie. I know a lot of people buy for them and often complain about the quality. I'm selling based on the quality of the product, so I'm quite happy to charge more for that, because I will give the buyer items that they can actually see and look at through the use of the pictures, etc., which you don't get with buying from Music Magpie. But I'll also try and appeal to that Music Magpie crowd by having the stock photo in as well. So, you know, I can lure in the people who normally look at those listings. Hopefully that makes sense. But anyway, this cost me £1. Sold for £13.99 including shipping. I think it really helps you get stuff that's Wii U compatible and list that in the listing. This is compatible with the balance board and everything, so I made sure those keywords are up there. These dancing games and some of the games, sort of fitness things, do tend to do quite well on the Wii and the Wii U. I think that's primarily one of the main uses people seem to get out of them now, is they buy them to help get fit at home. So there's still good value in games like this now, even though this is a few years old. People still want to buy this, and as you can see, they'll pay a premium for it. I mean, The other thing about this listing is I had it listed for £11.99 with £2 shipping for about 1 or 2 cycles of 30 days. No interest in it at all. As soon as I switched it to free shipping, it sold within 2 days, and I upped the price to £13.99, so it still cost the same, but that free postage seemed to be the clincher for selling it. So worth considering doing free shipping if you don't already, for 2 reasons. One, buyers like it because I think they're getting a bargain even though they're not, but 2, because and the reason not is because you obviously add the cost of your shipping to your listing price. Don't just sell it for £9.99 free shipping if you would have normally sold it for £9.99 with £3 shipping on, for example. You know, up the listing to £12.99 if that's the case, so that you're covered for your shipping costs. But anyway, that first reason, they see the free postage, it goes higher up the listing on eBay. The eBay algorithm does promote free listings, and the buyer thinks they're getting a bargain as well. That's possibly 2 things, so maybe this is the 3rd thing I'm going to tell you. The 3rd thing is eBay are doing a heavy sort of marketing campaign at the minute. TV adverts, Facebook ads, radio adverts, you know, all over the place, about how you can buy stuff and get free shipping on eBay. So people are thinking, you know, potentially watching those adverts and coming into eBay expecting to see free shipping, and so they see it and they buy based on that. So again, if you see eBay advertising certain, running certain promotion marketing campaigns and advertising certain features, try and make sure your products that you're selling align with those marketing campaigns, because then eBay will again boost your item in their listing as well, I think. So yeah, definitely worth keeping an eye on and listening out to those eBay ads when they come out. If they're advertising things as new, then that's the time to start listing some of your new retail arbitrage stock or your new and sealed stuff you picked up at Car Boots or wherever else. If they're advertising that they're selling stuff with free shipping, that's the time to make sure your listings have got free shipping on. So yeah, and then on to the next thing. Yeah, this 5XL Cotton Traders short sleeve shirt. Had this for ages. Again, this is before I got married in Mannequin, so it's on the flat lay on the floor. Picture quality not great, you know, so it's been hanging about for a while. I think I had originally had it up for £19.99. I've been lowering the shipping, well, not the shipping, the price. I had somebody message me, couldn't tell whether there was a breast pocket picture on it, which I couldn't tell either from the photo, so I had to look at the item. And there is one on it, so messaging back saying yes there is. Then he put an offer through of £13.50. I think the thing cost me about £2.25 in all, maybe £1.99 actually. So I thought, £13.50, I'll take that. Still, you know, good sort of £6-7 profit on that, so I'm happy with that return. Sent it off to him, thought no more of it, and then I had a message a couple of days later saying, can I return this because it's polyester and your listing says it's cotton and I'm allergic to polyester or whatever. And I'm like, so I looked at the listing, so I thought I wouldn't list something as being cotton if it's not cotton. And his claim was that I put soft touch cotton. Well, you can clearly see it's soft touch Cotton Traders, as in the name of the brand is Cotton Traders. So I replied to him to say, look, I said, you know, I'm happy to accept the return, as, you know, I didn't say to him this, but obviously I have to accept returns as a business seller anyway, but just good practice anyway to accept returns, good customer service. But yeah, so I said I'm happy to return to accept the return, as long as it's still got its tags on it, because it's brand new with tags. But I have to say, but I did have to say to him, I said, but it doesn't actually say it's cotton on the listing. It does say it's soft touch Cotton Traders, but that's actually because that's the name of the brand. So if you want to put through a change of mind return, I'm happy to accept that. Needless to say, I've heard nothing since. Part of me suspects what's happened is he's worn it once, decided he didn't like the shirt, I wanted to return it, but because he's worn it once and he's taken the tags off to wear it, he's obviously realised that it's no longer in resellable condition and it's new with tags. So he's just trying to sell it return it as an item not as described, but it was as described. So as soon as I pointed that out to him, it's there on the messages and in the listing, he's realised that he's not going to be able to return it as not described, and so therefore he's not progressed with the return. But one thing I have learned from it is that I took pictures of all the labels, etc., but I will also take a picture of the care and content label as well, to include in future listings, to show what the composition of something is, just to help customers with their buying decisions in the future. And then back to the retail arbitrage. Don't know why it says one available here, because these are all sold out. These are the Jacobis that I've been picking up in Home Bargains for 99p a tin. Been bundling them up for 3 tins into 3 tins, selling them with on a listing with the multi-buy offer turned on. So if you buy more than 2, you get 5% off. And they've been selling, at a rate of 2 a time as a result. So I've been selling 6 tins for about £36 roughly. Now bear in mind these cost 99p per tin. That's £6 into 36. I'm making a really good margin on these. So they've been a real great pickup. I'm completely sold out of Jacobi now, and I've been to every Home Bargains within a 30-mile radius sourcing stock, and they're all sold out as well. So you know, definitely a cat's out of the bag on these, but they've been a real great purchase. They've made me some really good money, so I'm really happy with the return that they've given me. And I was buying them. I was just buying the entire stock when I went into Home Bargains. As soon as I saw the Jacobi, I was scooping them all up. So it wasn't a case of leaving any behind on the shelves or anything like that. I was literally walking out with armfuls of the stuff. So, you know, I have made hundreds off Jacobi. So thank you, Jacobi. You've done really well for me. If I ever see you again, I'm picking you up. Even if it's twice the price at £1.99, I'm getting you. And then final listing, again, final piece of retailer arbitrage. That's what I tell you about. These Predacare Vitobiotics. I've talked about them on my eBay sales update blog that I write on the Monumental website, but I just thought I'd include them here as well. Grabbed these from Asda. They're in the sort of reduced sort of pile in Asda. They were knocked down to £1.81 per pack. You had 2 packs left, so I picked them up at £3.62. Now, if I sold these at £1.81, because they're in a sort of container, they wouldn't flat pack into a large letter. So I'd had to sell them for about £8.99. So £1.81 into £8.99 with shipping on, I would have made £1 or 2 profit. So I probably wouldn't have bothered. I probably would have just left it behind. But because there were 2 packs, I knew I could bundle them together as a listing for 2. So I did that. Listed them for £19.99, including shipping, because they're not a retail about £10 each, maybe slightly more. But yeah, didn't have any interest in the first 30-day cycle, so put them down in price to £17.99 on the second cycle. Normally I leave things a full 2 cycles before reducing prices, but because these had an expiry date on, even though it's sort of months away, I felt I'll lower the price now. If something's not sold within its first cycle and it's got an expiry date on, even if it's 12 months away, I'll still lower the price on the second cycle, because I don't want to have stock hanging around that's getting closer and closer to its expiry date. So yeah, lowered these to £17.99. In a couple of days of relist, then had an offer of £15 for them, which I was more than happy to accept, because that was £3.62 into 15 plus £3 shipping. So it gave me about £6 profit on that. So, you know, I've sort of more than doubled my well, not more than doubled, I've nearly doubled my initial investment there, and it's been a good piece of retail arbitrage again for me. So yeah, really sort of happy with those sales and how they've gone. It was a really good week for sales, but I won't bore you with showing you everything that I sold in that week, because a lot of them were just sort of those £2.50 computer games and whatever. But overall I made about something like £180 profit which for me, working part-time as a part-time reseller is really good. I'm aiming to get sort of to at least £200 a week profit, but I'm not aiming for that until the new financial year, just because I want to keep my tax below the sort of £1,000 tax threshold at the minute. So I'm reinvesting every pound that I get from the business into new stock and supply to the business, which means that I'm getting massive levels of stock and backlog at the moment, which I'm going to work through in the new financial year, and then I will be happy to pay tax, etc. on that. Not that I'm not unhappy to pay tax now, but I mean I will be happy to earn above the tax threshold, I should say, and not reinvest as much, because I want to start drawing a wage from the business. So yeah, hopefully I'll be hitting £200 a week profit on a regular basis, and I'll be able to take about £100 a week out of the business then, just in terms into my own sort of personal funds. Yeah, anyway, that's the sales update. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do give it a like. If you've not yet subscribed to the Money and Mental UK YouTube channel, please do subscribe, and please hit the bell button down below so you get alerts when I post new content. Anyway, thanks for watching, and goodbye. It will be goodbye as soon as I can stop the video. There we go.